To the final then, and I'm sure the promoters in Kuala Lumpur were hoping for an Olympic replay, having accepted that Malaysia were never going to make it, although they did perform well at home. Australia and Germany have each won the Champions Trophy 5 times, and in fact have shared it between them since 1983. Although Australia was beaten 3-1 in the early rounds by Germany, the Kookaburras squandered half a dozen chances, and so I'm sure Frank Murray would have been asking for a similar game, but with better finishing, and there'd be no reason why they couldn't win. Again, Ian Taylor is your commentator at the Tun Razak Stadium.
Germany won 2-0 last year in Barcelona. Will they be able to repeat it? So far they've been unbeaten here, a young side. Australia, virtually the Olympic silver medalists. Only 1 or 2 changes. In particular, goalkeeper Stuart Deering makes his first appearance, maybe to try and counter the German penalty corner specialist. Australia attack, Warren Birmingham feeds it out wide. Driven hard. Picked up quickly there loosely, Wandsworth. Are we going to see a repeat of the pool match where Wandsworth appeared in front of goal with the ball on many occasions but missed the target? Good little interplay here. Corbett picks it up, he's straight to Wandsworth. Wandsworth tries to tee the volley up. The whistle's already gone, in fact, but is that significant? Todd Williams crashes the ball across, Blunt breaking protection, steers the ball with his reverse stick laid on the ground. Michael Green attacks for Germany. Keeps a little ball under the arm. Anthony to snap it back as Walters attacks the circle, looks for the penalty corner off Jason Duff, and he gets just that. Puts it onto Duff's feet. Great support from the Germans. The Spengler pushes out. Will it be Blunt? Will it be Michael? Michael strikes. Good save by Deering. Good test. His very first touch of the tournament, and he'll be happy with that. As umpire Santideo blows the whistle. Jason Duff carries out, preferred over Carruthers to start this match. Knocks the ball long. And as far as Blunt, who sweeps up. Dominated the midfield for Germany. Feeds it out wide to Spengler. They centre back, but a very pivotal role. But Australia looking for the quick counter-attack, certainly looking to put pressure on the midfield through Birmingham and Lewis. Lewis gets a free hit, leaves it. Birmingham gives it to Stacey and knocks it wide. Finds Corbett in space. Corbett goes round Spengler, he's obstructed. Wins the free hit. Blunt there, sweeping behind Spengler. Ball's drilled across in space. It's Wandsworth, he's found the goal. He's found the goal this time. That is Australia 1, Germany 0. That's a super shot. Hardly had time to turn on that ball, but it's a cracking shot into the top right-hand corner. The Australian support glad that Wandsworth found his scoring touch. One touch, hits the ball, past now, leaving now no chance at all. Australia 1, Germany 0. I'm sure Germany won't want to concede either goal or territory that quickly, and will want to get back in. We've certainly seen when they've gone down in the past, they strike straight back. And Spengler finds the ball. Attacks Todd Williams. Umpire Santideo said to Williams, that's an unjust tackle. Spengler wins the penalty corner and gives Germany the chance to equalise. The question mark, will it be Michael to strike or Blunt to flick? Gerber pushes out this time. To Michael. Michael slips it to Blunt. Blunt goes round to Ness. Ness shoots. He shoots wide. That's a different routine. We haven't seen that one before. Obviously aware that the Australians are charging out to Blunt, who normally flicks when he receives the ball from that position. Carruthers closed him down, but they left Ness free. But that shot is well wide. Australia through Wandsworth, spreading the ball wide. Good run by Lewis, but Germans rob and counter-attack. Ball back through the middle, pivotal role, Meyerhofer. Supported by Gerber. Back to Meyerhofer. He's had a super tournament. A young player controlled the midfield, spread the ball out. Can he find Schaefer? Schaefer's robbed. Van Elmer's quite happy to push that off the side. Gerber comes up quickly to take the free hit. Steng on his shoulder, feeds it to Steng. Slipped under the arm to Schaefer. No room through that yellow wall, and they back to where they started. Will he hit it this time? Yes, he does. And as far as Gerber, who slips it through. Ball drops to Meyerhofer. Meyerhofer fires it in. Deering kicks it out, but it's back with Meyerhofer. Feeds it off the 1-2 off the Australian stick. onto the foot, penalty corner. Australians go back, knowing full well that Germany's penalty corner machine could equalise, with Michel and Blunk both poised. Gerber out, stopped by Green. It's flicked. Oh, that's a good save by Deering. Didn't go down, stayed up, took the flick onto his hand, tipped it over the bar for a long corner. Normally we see Michael strike these, but he decides to drag flick, expecting the keeper to go down, but he stayed on his feet. That's good goalkeeping. Germany desperate to try and get this equaliser. As the first half whistle goes, that's Australia 1, Germany 0. A much improved Australian performance where they've squeezed the German fullbacks, they've stopped the Germans carrying it forward from these deep positions, and they've certainly looked to counter-attack at speed. We join the game in the second half. Umpire Bob Latters of Holland there. Germany looking for the equaliser. Body Mead counter-attacks for Australia, down the left wing. Looks for the 1-2. No room through there. Germany slow the game down. Possession is the name. Good play by Michel. Wide right, trying to use 1-2 with Waldhauser, but Wansborough picks up. And through Lewis, Australia look to counter. Jay Stacey can't control it. Hollensteiner with Schaefer. Hollensteiner feeds it into the middle. Lewis makes a snatch, hits it long. There's Davis in space, tucks it under his arm. Hager's arrived, casually picks his spot. But with precision, I say casually, that was a beautiful goal. Great setup by Davis. He could have shot here from the narrow angle, but he just tucks a lovely little ball under the arm, and as now pushes out, Hager slots it into the corner. Great joy for him, good to see him hitting the target. Germany counter through Green to Ness. A lot of pressure from the Australians on these German defenders. Ball coming through to Lewis. He's got speed, this chap. He goes at the top of the circle. Commits the defender, plays it out to Bodymeat. Bodymeat shoots. That's a great goal. Another Australian forward who just couldn't seem to find the target in his pool game. Certainly knows where it is today. But this goal was set up by Lewis. Committed the German defender Stengler. Bodymeat had the time, and he gave now no chance at all. Well, who would have predicted this? Germany have scored an average of 3 goals a game. They haven't scored one. They're 3-0 down. They are really struggling. But they won't give in. Wansborough again counters, makes a snatch, carries the ball in. He's men in support, both sides. Oh, Blunt. That could be cardable. They're good friends, but Wansborough won't appreciate that. He beats Blunt all ends up here. Tucks the ball down the reverse side. Blunt just happens to leave a leg out. That'll be a penalty corner. In other circumstances, it could have been a card. Warren Birmingham pushes out. Stopped by Lewis. Struck by Stacey. Too high, Santideo says. Indicates that must be down at the 18-inch level. Australia pile the pressure. Bodymead causing Stengler havoc down that corner. Comes in down the line. Beautiful play. It's dropped free to Hager. Hager shoots. Oh, he's caught that on the edge. He should have come down to the bottom corner. Got underneath it, and it's wide. There's lovely play by Bodymead here. Works his way along the goal line. Sees Hager in space. Plays the ball. It hits the German foot and therefore doesn't quite come where Hager wants it. Hager gets behind Green, and as Nath tries to cover, Hager throws himself at it to get the shot. He can't quite get far enough behind it. I wonder if Lewis had told him that he was free. Coming up as Germany counter. Waldhauser against Jay Stacey. Stacey wins it. No, he doesn't, says umpire Dale. He can't believe it. Dorflinger comes up to take it for Germany. To Ness. Ness cracks it across. Everything's going Australia's way at the moment. Long clearance by Corbett, finds Davis, and Davis takes Michael on. He's quick, he'll show him a clean pair of heels. Looks for the cross. Picks his man. It's Bodymead. Bodymead picks his spot, and that's past now, and that's Australia 4, Germany 0. Australia just can't seem to do anything wrong in front of goal. Super play by Davis. Finds Bodymead in space. Bodymead controls with 2 touches, and now it's left lying on his backside. Unbelievable as Ness tries to counter, but nothing they can do seems to be right. Now it's Birmingham. Lovely dummy. Tucks it under That's a penalty corner. Umpire Dale says no, it was just outside the circle. Birmingham will take it. Very tight, all the players have to be 5 yards. Birmingham looking for the angle. Drops back to Birmingham. Birmingham shoots. Puts it wide. He'll be disappointed, because that's the first shot I've seen him have in the tournament. And it was a clear shot, and to miss the target, he'll be very disappointed with that. But everything falling for Australia at the moment, and Germany can't seem to do anything right. But Schaefer tries to get one back. Plays it to Saliger. We haven't seen an open opportunity yet for the Germans to score. Only their penalty corners, and they haven't worked. Saliger works down the line. All he can win is the long corner. Dorflinger waits at the back with the closest attention of Jay Stacey. Stengler and Green play the 1-2. Green drives it in. Again to Saliger. Close skills, tucks it under. It's played out. Unlucky on Carruthers there. Made the interception, but it caught him on the foot. That's a penalty corner. Warren Birmingham throws his hands on his head. Signs of cramp. Very hot out there. Good indoor skills, good close skills by the Germans. Australia would be disappointed. They did clear it up. They did come away with the ball, but then to concede a penalty corner, and I think that's indicative of tiredness. Very hot, very humid, and then both teams have done a lot of running. Slipped again to Blunt. Blunt shoots, it's saved. Drops to Stengler. Stengler's kicked it. Kicked it just before he put it in, and umpire Latters, despite Captain Blunt's question mark, as the ball drops free, it hits Stengler on the foot. He manages to put it in with a stick. By that time the whistle had already gone. It's one of the few scoring chances Germany have had. It's Birmingham for Australia again. And these Australian forwards are really looking to go at the moment. Can't seem to do much wrong, because again it's Bodymead attacking the circle. Oh, bit hopeful from Bodymead there from an acute angle. He's put two in and he thinks he can put them in from anywhere. Reverse stick shot, lovely little skill here. Goes past Michael, chips the ball, but Naz says that's no problem, you're not beating me from that sort of angle. Germany piling on the pressure, but the goals are all in their net. As it's Saliger again, crosses the ball, intercepted. Penalty corner, little bit of obstruction. Some very tired feet out there, but some very happy faces. Stuart Deering's lived up to his expectations so far. Can he keep out the duo? Will it be Michael? Will it be Blunk? As Michael shoots, Deering saves. Super save, but there's a push. Santi Deo indicates a penalty stroke. Carruthers and Elmer both giving close attention, a little too close. Leaning on Dorflinger as the ball drops out. Dorflinger with the scoring chance, but he's bundled over. That's a penalty stroke, and surely this is a chance for Germany to get one back. Stuart Deering's big moment. Called in for the game, saved at the penalty corners. Can he do it at the stroke? Meyerhofer to take. Meyerhofer dummies, tucks it under the arm and tucks it wide. Deering puts his arm up for applause. Meyerhofer just can't believe it. Nothing's going right for Germany today. He's had a penalty corner early in the tournament, he tucked it away. That one he put wide of the post. Ness, pinned in by the Australian. Bodymead makes her get the snatch again. Feeds it forward to Hager. Hager hits the side. He'll be disappointed with that finish. He's been very clinical this match, but the Australian forwards are still rampaging right up to the end. Bodymead selflessly makes the cross. Hager's got space. He'll be disappointed he didn't get it on the target. Relentless pressure from these Australian forwards. This time it's Corbett who finds Lewis. Australians constantly attacking, no respite from Germany. Schroeder comes out, looking for at least a consolation goal. Waldhauser, supported by Meyerhofer, feeds it wide, keeping the pattern. Stengel. Stengler feeds it back inside to Blunt, who's been nominated man of the tournament, best player of the tournament. Small consolation as this side is 4 goals down. Schroeder puts it in, but the whistle's already gone. Nothing is going right for them today, and little chance of them getting it right now. A fully committed Australian defence, very tired, but very happy, as there goes the final buzzer. Schroeder's goal was disallowed. That's 4 goals to Australia, none to Germany. A shock result for some, but for me, Australia have learned from their performances. They've got better as the tournament's gone on.
A happy end to a hard week's work for Australia, and some compensation for the loss to Germany in Barcelona. The beautiful trophy is a solid silver hockey stick donated by former Pakistan hockey president Air Marshal Nur Khan, and Warren Birmingham only too pleased to have his hands on it. A fine performance from the Kookaburras, taking the chances they let slip when they met Germany earlier in the competition. An excellent match too in goal from Stuart Deering, who came into the side for Lachlan Dreyer after spending the tournament on the bench until the final, a pretty tough call-up. The Hockey World Cup, held every 4 years, is set down for Sydney in November next year. And that's a useful edge Australia has established over its #1 rival. I hope you've enjoyed the 15th Champions Trophy. It provided plenty of great goals and an ideal tonic for Frank Murray's men after finishing runners-up at the Olympics. I'm Steve Rebellion for ABC Sport. Goodbye for now.